Hello, this is Gretchen and this is the Vintage Seagull. Again, I'll ask if you can like and subscribe to the channel so we can share it. Before I get into the content, I'll go into my outfit again. More Ingrid Bergman makeup. I haven't done my hair. I might curl it tonight. Finally, I've been very busy. White pleated button down and a nice, looks like a skirt. It's floral and linen. It's actually from Hollister. So when I walk around, I kind of look, you know, Judy Garland looking, kind of 30s, summer teen, 40s kind of look. And so this is going to be a 3-part series on summer fashion. I'm going to film it all the same day, so you see me in the same outfit. The first set's going to be patriotic. We missed Memorial Day because I started the channel after, but 4th of July would be coming, and then for Veterans Day. And for all these, I'm going to go into 20s through 50s for the different styles. Then I have one more on formal summer attire, so evening wear, resort wear, going to a polo match, tennis, golf, and then more beach cover-up casual. So more elegance and also vintage with those various time periods from 20s to 50s on all of these. So again, this first video is going to be all patriotic outfits. And again, you can use them for any patriotic holiday. We have 3 main ones in the United States: Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Veterans Day. If you do parades, if you do picnics and barbecues or special events, or if you sing patriotic, it'll be good for that. So again, this will be 20s through 50s, and I will do a voiceover so you can see some pictures. Because we're getting very specific, I have to rely on the 20s and 30s on sewing patterns and vintage pictures. So you might have to put something together or have someone sew these because, again, they're older and very specific. So this first segment is the 1920s fashion. I found this piece of artwork. It looks like it's England and America, but I'm not really sure if this is quite 1920s. It could be, but the skirts seem a bit short. It also could look kind of 40s, so sometimes vintage fashion has overlap. But at any rate, you could wear this and look very patriotic. You got the heels and the dress and the hats. They might have gloves. This might be good for Veterans Day because it looks a little bit warmer weather. But basically, you could find a red and white striped skirt and a sweater with the stars and put that together, unless there's a dress with that. I do have a summer parade American flag dress where the top is like this dress but sleeveless, so there's that too. And it looks like both of them have white button downs underneath the dress, so it's kind of cool. This second one looks like it's 20s because it has kind of it doesn't have a drop waist, but kind of an open, more loose fitting garment. So it's got a red and white stripe with blue. I think someone could easily sew this and put this together. Can't forget the sailor outfit. So this is like a longer sailor dress. This could also be 30s. So there will be other sailor dresses from other time periods where the skirts get shorter and shorter, but it has the sailor neckline, the bow, the buttons, and the piping around the dress. So anything sailor usually has red, white, and blue, or it might be blue and white or red and white. That will also work for patriotic. Here is another picture of a sailor look. So you got the shorts and the top with that collar with the stripes and the shoes. So you could take any combination of these. The woman has sunglasses, the older girl has a hat, but they're all basically wearing the same outfit. The girls are wearing the red shoes, the adults wearing the white shoes, so taking any of these sailor inspired looks. This next one's a man. I know this looks a bit cheesy because it is like a costume, But you could just take that boater's hat. They have some nice ones on Historical Emporium and other places where they have a straw boater's hat with patriotic colors. You could take a striped blazer, a red blazer, navy blue blazer, or this red and white stripe. You could use a bow tie. You could put this together and make it a bit more elegant, but I use this as an example for inspiration where you could put this together. So moving on to the 1930s. So this first one's a picture of a doll, and I know, it's a doll, but you can use this as inspiration if someone was to sew this. So it has the red, white, and blue colors. It has these leaves and flowers that are red and blue and white. On the outer skirts of it, it's navy blue with stars and red piping. So someone could put that together and make it. This next one is a toddler's dress, and I think this looks really cute. This would look so cute as an adult too. So it's navy blue with the red and white piping and the stars in the pocket. So you could find things like this or have someone also make it. This one I love as well. So this has that sailor neckline. So it's got navy blue with white stars, and then on the neck collar, we have white with blue stars and then red with white stars. It's a really cool look. This is obviously vintage, but someone could make something very much like this. This next one's really cool. It's a red and white striped dress with a blue waist tie and blue piping. And I think that's really cool and subtle. I also have this wrap skirt that's very similar to this, where it's red, white, and blue stripes. The blue is more of a lighter color, but it's very patriotic looking, so anything with those three colored stripes would look good. Here's another dress. This just has red, white, and blue, a lot of dots and circles on it. Just has the three colors. Another one, this also has the three colors. This looks more country, so it's a plaid with red, white, and blue, very 30s, with the skirting and the top piece, very cute. Again, you could probably have someone sew this, or if you sew, take a pattern and find a nice fabric, like at a Joann Fabrics or some other store, to put that together if you want to have more of a 30s country look. Here is the striped dress, and this is the one that actually is very similar to that striped skirt I have. So it just definitely has the 1930s pleats, but it's just stripes, and someone could sew that, or maybe there's something online with that look. This one has a red and white plaid with a navy blue piping on the neckline, the cuffs, and the skirt. So again, just putting the three cool colors together and you'll be very patriotic. This is a red and white sailor kind of dress, so I'm doing some 30 sailors looks. I have a shorter red sailor dress like this from Betty Page, but it has the same kind of neckline. This also looks a bit Edwardian, so it's modeling the 1910s, but it has a shorter skirt. So this is a red and white style. Here is a white dress with, again, the stripes, the red and the blue stripes. We got a red belt, so really cool. I like those patriotic stripes together. There's a nice blue and white sailor dress. So you got the little anchor, it's blue, you got the piping and the neckline, looks really beautiful. And then this one shows a woman, this could be 50s with the haircut for all I know, but the style looks kind of 30s as well because it's longer. And then you have a modern woman wearing the same similar kind of sailor dress. So you got the piping and the neckline and the big bow and the longer skirt to make it a bit more modest, which you see that look in the 1930s. So for the 1940s, I only have a few because there's so much overlap with the 30s, with the sailor dresses, with the stripes, with the colors. So this one has a red and white striped dress, and then there's this blue dress with a red and white striped top underneath, and there's holes where you could see the flowers through. This would be, the blue one I would think would be good for Veterans Day because it's more warm weather, and the red and white stripe would be more of summer. This one, the second one, she's got a red and white stripe and designed a skirt with you know, different colors and geometric shapes. She's got red shoes, she's got a red jacket, and then the top, I don't know if it's a sweater or if it's with the dress, but it's got these red, white, and blue buttons and pockets and things like that. So a mix of the colors together. This one is a sailor style, so it's blue dress with red and white stripe on the top. And here's a black and white picture of a 40s sailor look. So you got the woman on the left with like a sailor jacket with the piping and the pleated collar, and the dress, which looks to be like white with, it's probably blue piping on the dress. And the other dress could be red or it could be blue because it's black and white, but it has the piping with white. And I would assume these stripes would match the main color of the dress. So there's a few there, but there's so many overlaps on these. Now on to the 1950s for patriotic. These first two dresses are basically the same style. They're like a t-shirt, short sleeve, wide circle dress. This first one has the American flag with a red belt. The second one has a patchwork, same red belt. It looks kind of cool. I think this one's from Walmart. I saw it online. So it looks kind of like a patriotic quilt. This next one I think is modern because they have like 1940s victory rolls, but the top looks kind of 50s and the skirt looks 50s. So I think it's a modern take combining 40s and 50s, but besides the hair, I think it looks more 50s to me. And for that one, again, we got crinoline, red and white stripe skirt, a blue top with stars, I think, and then a red kind of 50s sweetheart neckline for that. This other one, these are really short skirts, so these this could even be like a 20s or 30s bathing suit. So you got a red, white, and blue skirt, a red kind of stomacher, and then you got blue with a cool neckline with the stars. So I think this is something that someone would have to make for you unless there's a site that has it. This other one looks very French with the red neckline. It could be, it looks like Dior, but it could, if the skirt wasn't so big, could be an earlier time period. But she's got a sleeveless blue top with white buttons, and then white stripes across and some red squares. So that looks very elegant and nice. Then this is from a magazine. It's just flag colors. So you got the first woman with a blue dress with some white piping on the neckline and near the waist. Then you got this red and white stripe and a belt. Then you got a white one with fabric cover buttons, a fabric belt, and looks like some blue circles, but those could be stars, I'm not sure. And at the bottom you have a white dress with a red kind of top. So again, combining the colors, but this is more of a 50s style. Then you have this looks like a capsule wardrobe sample, men and women's patriotic. So the women's red sleeveless patriotic dress with a belt, looks like white pearl jewelries and blue heels. For the man, blue khakis, white button down, blue suspenders, a patriotic tie, and some red sneakers. So that would be a cool look. Now we're going to get into some sailor outfits. So this is more of a 50s sailor, but again, with any of these time periods, they have the same components. The stripes, the sailor neckline, a necktie where it's below the bust line, buttons. So the sailor combines those things together. And the last sailor, very similar, red, white, and blue buttons, stripes down the side, and a bust neckline there, or a bow there. So that was my take on some vintage fashion, patriotic style of various time periods. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Again, it might be more of a challenge to put together, but maybe, you know, there's always stuff on Amazon or Etsy. Someone can make it for you, or you could pay someone to sew it for you, or if you sew yourself. But I wanted to give those options because there are so many patriotic functions in the United States and probably other countries as well. And the second part will be more a summer formal attire, and that will be the next video.